De-escalation tactics. Managing hostility with calm and control. In a world where conflict can arise unexpectedly, in public, at work, in schools, or even within families, knowing how to de-escalate a tense or hostile situation is a valuable and potentially life-saving skill. De-escalation is the process of reducing the intensity of a conflict or preventing it from escalating into physical violence or verbal abuse. Whether you're a professional working in law enforcement, healthcare, customer service, education, or just a private citizen, these techniques can help you stay safe and promote peaceful outcomes when faced with hostility. This essay will explore several key de-escalation tactics, including nonverbal communication, active listening, empathy, calm speech, setting boundaries, distraction techniques, and knowing when to seek help. These methods are supported by psychological research, law enforcement protocols, and conflict resolution best practices. 1. Maintain a calm and non-threatening presence. The first and most important step in de-escalation is controlling your own behavior. When someone is hostile or aggressive, your response sets the tone for how the situation unfolds. People in a heightened emotional state often mirror the energy of those around them. Therefore, by remaining calm and non-confrontational, you can reduce the chances of the situation escalating. Keep your body language open and non-aggressive. Avoid clenched fists, crossed arms, or standing too close. Instead, keep your hands visible, your posture relaxed, and maintain an appropriate distance. Control your facial expressions. A neutral or concerned expression is preferable to one that appears angry, judgmental, or sarcastic. Regulate your voice. Speak in a calm, steady tone. Avoid raising your voice, even if the other person is yelling. When you appear composed, the hostile person may begin to feel more in control themselves. Your calm presence signals that you are not a threat, which can help de-escalate emotional tension. Practice active listening. In many cases, hostility stems from a need to be heard, understood, or validated. One of the most effective de-escalation tools is active listening, which involves giving the person your full attention and reflecting back what you hear to show understanding. Key elements of active listening include maintaining eye contact without staring or glaring, nodding or using brief verbal affirmations, I see, I understand, paraphrasing or repeating back what the person says. So what I'm hearing is that you're frustrated because active listening helps diffuse anger because it reassures the person that their voice matters. It also gives you time to assess the situation and find a safer or more constructive way forward. 3. Show empathy and validate emotions. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and communicate that you understand their feelings. While you may not agree with someone's behavior, you can still validate their emotions in a way that calms them. For example, I can see why you're upset. It's a difficult situation. It sounds like you've had a really hard day. I understand that this must feel unfair to you. Validation doesn't mean approval. It means acknowledging someone's emotional state without judgment. When people feel heard and validated, they are more likely to let go of their defensiveness and engage in rational conversation. 4. Ask, don't tell. Authoritarian commands such as calm down, stop yelling, or you need to relax often backfire and escalate conflict. Instead of issuing orders, try using open-ended questions that give the person some control and invite cooperation. Examples. Can you tell me what's bothering you? What can I do to help you right now? How would you like to resolve this? This technique works especially well because it shifts the person's brain from an emotional, reactive state, amygdala, to a more logical, problem-solving state, prefrontal cortex. Asking questions also shows respect and fosters a collaborative environment. 5. Set clear and respectful boundaries. While empathy is important, boundaries are essential for protecting yourself and maintaining safety. If someone is yelling, invading your personal space, or using threatening language, it's okay and necessary to set limits. Here's how to do it assertively, but not aggressively. I want to hear what you have to say, but I need you to speak to me respectfully. I'm happy to talk with you, but I need you to take a step back. If you continue to shout, I'll have to end this conversation. Using I statements avoids sounding accusatory and keeps the focus on your needs rather than the other person's faults. This helps reduce defensiveness and promotes mutual respect. 6. Use distraction and redirection. Sometimes, especially when dealing with individuals in a highly emotional or unstable state, changing the subject or redirecting their attention can de-escalate a situation. This tactic is often used in healthcare and crisis intervention settings. For example, redirect their focus to something neutral. Can I get you some water while we talk? Use humor carefully, only if appropriate and respectful. Offer a choice. Would you rather talk here or step outside for a minute? Distraction works by interrupting the emotional feedback loop and giving the brain a new, less threatening stimulus to focus on. 7. Avoid triggers and power struggles. Hostile individuals often respond poorly to perceived threats to their autonomy or dignity. If you engage in power struggles, correct them harshly, or bring up past grievances, the situation can spiral. Avoid correcting them mid-sentence, bringing up unrelated conflicts, threatening consequences too early in the conversation. Instead, focus on de-escalating first, then returning to the issue later if needed. Your goal in the moment is safety and calm, not winning an argument. 8. Use time and space. Sometimes the best way to calm a situation is to give it time. Allowing someone a few moments to breathe, think, or step away can be highly effective. Tactics include suggesting a short break. Let's both take a few minutes and come back to this. Allowing silence. Don't feel the need to fill every gap. Sometimes silence can reduce tension more than words. Physically creating space. If safe to do so, increase physical distance to avoid crowding or threatening behavior. Time and space help regulate heightened emotions and can provide the person an opportunity to regain composure. 9. Maintain situational awareness and safety. While de-escalation is important, your safety comes first. Always assess whether the person is merely upset or truly dangerous. Watch for warning signs such as clenched fists or jaw, rapid breathing or pacing, threatening language or gestures, sudden changes in tone or behavior. If the situation appears volatile or unpredictable, position yourself near an exit. Avoid turning your back. Keep a barrier, e.g., desk, chair, between you and the individual if needed. Signal for help discreetly or leave the area. In some cases, de-escalation may not be possible, and it is entirely appropriate to contact authorities or emergency services for support. 10. Debrief and reflect. After a confrontation, it's important to reflect on what happened, especially if you regularly deal with hostile individuals. Consider what triggered the person's behavior. Which de-escalation strategies worked? What could you do differently next time? How did the situation affect you emotionally? Debriefing is crucial for emotional recovery, particularly in high-stress professions. Talking with a supervisor, peer, or counselor can help process the event and build resilience for future interactions. Applications across professions. Law enforcement. Officers are increasingly trained in de-escalation to reduce use of force incidents. Techniques include verbal negotiation, maintaining distance, and calling for mental health professionals when appropriate. Healthcare. Nurses and hospital staff often deal with confused, agitated, or aggressive patients. Nonverbal cues, calm tone, and redirecting attention are key skills in these settings. Customer service. Frontline workers face irate customers frequently. Empathy, active listening, and offering simple solutions can turn angry clients into satisfied ones. Education. Teachers and administrators use de-escalation to manage student behavior. Remaining calm, validating emotions, and setting clear expectations are essential in classrooms. Everyday life. Whether in traffic, on public transportation, or during family arguments, these strategies help individuals resolve conflict peacefully and protect relationships. Conclusion. In today's high-stress world, conflicts and hostile encounters are inevitable, but violence and aggression are not. The ability to de-escalate tense situations is a powerful skill rooted in self-control, empathy, and communication. By staying calm, listening actively, showing understanding, and setting respectful boundaries, you can transform moments of danger into opportunities for connection and resolution. De-escalation doesn't mean weakness or surrender. It means taking control of the situation with intelligence and humanity. It reflects strength, professionalism, and emotional intelligence. Whether you're dealing with a stranger on the street, a distressed coworker, or a frustrated loved one, the tools of de-escalation can help keep everyone safe and heard.